Okay, a little while back we caught up with a bunch of workmates and friends that go by the name of Chrome County Customs. The club headquarters is pretty decked out too, with workshops, a bar and plenty of parking. Oh, and an airstrip.
Oh, we're all just in the Air Force and decided that we like cars quite a bit, and we just hang around, drink beer and talk about cars so much, and I think someone came up with the idea, like, what do you guys call yourselves? So we thought, well, let's make up a name. So we gave ourselves Chrome County Customs, and we just get together and have a good time. We don't want to turn anyone away, so we're just letting everyone who's into cars and has spent time and money on one, and just likes to talk about it pretty much, because we'd never run out of car stuff to talk about, so yeah, we'll just let everyone in. I think the big thing for us is because we're all Air Force as well, and it sort of shows people that you're not stuck on base every weekend, so you can actually get out and cruise around in some cool cars.
Ben's an avionics technician, and myself and Sean are mechanics. James is an aircraft technician, Karen's a flight steward. So we've got a whole range of skills that we can bring to the table, and we help each other out.
Well, it's a 1948 Oldsmobile, just a coupe, been in the country about 2 weeks. Well, it's had 4 inches taken out of the roof and 3-inch section all the way around, and the 50 Buick hood mechanism, which lets you open the bonnet from side to side, either one. You pull either side and it will pop up left or right. 56 Chevy wheel arches and 55 Chevy headlights and rings and Hudson tail lights. 90% of the hard work's been done, but 90% of the easy work's still to go. So it's going to take the body off this front, put a new front suspension, put a whole new front end in it. So it's a couple of bent A-arms and just really old technology. So put some discs on the front, and yeah, I've got an airbag set up to put in it so I can get to the shows and put it on the ground.
It arrived from LA in August 2006, so I picked it up, and consequently the engine blew up. So it took about 4 months to get on the road after that. It's pretty much as it sits now. I've obviously shaved the door handles, boot lock, debadged. Engine's a 455 big block Buick motor. It's a stock engine with a different carburetor, putting out about 380 horse, I suppose. That runs through a turbo 400 trans. It's the GM trans into the stock diff. So that is actually a stock car. Suspension are on slam airbags and stealth valves, so they're a switchable speed, so you can really drop it down in a hurry if you want to. The wheels actually had 20-inch IROCs on it, but I sort of didn't like the look of them. They didn't match the car, so I went for the old school Astros and white walls. There's actually not that many in the country. There's only about 3 that I know of, so it gets a lot of interest. Yeah.
1964 Lincoln Continental. It was pretty much the pick of Lincolns for me. They started going ugly at about 65, I think, with a flat nose, so it's the best of both worlds. It's got a nice roundy front. I've had it for I bought it about 3 years ago on eBay with 6 little photos about that big, and it was a bit of a risk. And, I only paid $6 grand for it way back then, $6 grand US, and got it over and pretty much done it up from there. We airbagged it and put 22-inch rims on it. Took all the door handles and the boot latch and all that sort of stuff off, and the wing mirror and the aerial just to give it a nice smooth look. Stock drivetrain, 430. It's an MEL series big block, the biggest and heaviest engines Ford ever made, so I'm not going to do anything to it. You can't find parts for them anyway, so if it ever blows up, I'll put a supercharged 460 in it or something like that and have some chrome at the bonnet maybe. But other than that, yeah, it's absolutely stock. The rear end has been changed because we had to ladder bar it because of the leaf springs, just to get the airbags in, but other than that, she's all stock underneath.
There's plenty of clubs around, that have all these different strict rules and regulations, which is fair enough if they're really into their exact kind of style of car. But I mean, we've got everything from what oldest car, 1948, and I think the newest car's 71, the Valiant. And Australian, American doesn't really worry us. Yeah, as long as you're a good dude and you're not afraid of drinking a few beers, and you're all good.
Thanks, guys. Time for a break. But when we return, the Makita Beach Hop build hits the spray booth.